It's just a huge chunk of Australia's history.
How about that?
And the man that actually played it in Changi will get to play it one more time at one more concert in its final home.
Dedicated to my wife, Barbara.
It's just
Now, our next story has everything: music, true love, a chance discovery and a heartwarming reunion. Here's Tim Noonan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Australian War Memorial. Please stand for the piano man, Jack Boardman. For thousands, Jack is a war hero, not only for his role on the field of battle, but for how he and his piano boosted the morale of captured Australians in a Japanese prisoner of war camp.
Smile again, laugh again, be happy, sunny sun up above.
This reunion almost didn't happen because for years and years, the famous Changi Piano was all but forgotten in the corner of Robert Smith's garage.
It's just a huge chunk of Australia's history, and it deserves a better place than under a tarpaulin in a shed.
Under the piano lid, the names of the members of the Changi concert party. The sound of the keys filled with memories of Australians at war. When the Japanese invaded Singapore in 1942, Jack was among the diggers who were captured and sent to the notorious Changi prisoner of war camp. A year earlier, he'd married his teenage sweetheart, Barbara.
Well, I thought she's a girl for me.
But nevertheless, I'm in love with you.
What was it about Jack that caught your eye?
I loved music and he played the piano, so that brought us closer together.
In Changi, Jack's skills as a pianist also got him recruited into the camp's morale-boosting concert party.
If they knew you could play an instrument or entertain, the chances were they would approach you. What about coming into the concert party?
But Jack needed a piano. One night, a group of POWs snuck out and stole one. If they'd been caught, they would have been executed.
They carried it through the bush and swamps and so on and brought it in over the wire.
Surprisingly, the Japanese guards allowed the band to perform because it was entertainment for them as well. But for men like Bill Flowers, Jack's music brought memories from home. It was the difference between life and death.
I think hundreds more would have died if we had not had access to that entertainment, and the Australian concert party weren't backward in providing it. They were great.
Having the concerts filled the hungry prisoners with hope. Still, some didn't make it.
I watch fellas die. That's not a pleasant situation, but it was my job at times to hold the hand of those for whom there was no hope.
Bill kept this spoon as a reminder of the hardships.
One side of that spoon is worn down with the scraping over the 3.5 years. Scraping the bowl, getting that last grain out. Everyone counted.
How about that?
After the war, the Changi Piano was brought back to Australia by the concert party leader, Harry Smith, Robert's grandfather.
I still can't believe all the felts are still on it.
No.
After all these years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And the Australian War Memorial has restored it for one last concert with the Army Band.
And the man that actually played it in Changi will get to play it one more time at one more concert in its final home. I just think that is just one of the most, it's just marvellous.
While I was in Changi, I only composed one song and I entitled it Barbara. So we're going to ask James to just sing this song dedicated to my wife, Barbara.
Nights is content. It was never meant that we two should be apart. How I long to have you by my side, to kiss you and confide that I'll love you evermore, sweetheart.
Thank you, James.
Now that is a love story.